comes from a very large family.
Well, 18
children.
Yeah, that's enough
18?
for a football.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's a football team.
Yeah, they're all their names start with S.
I stole your joke.
What joke?
Because she was about to say, that's enough for a but then she didn't finish, so then I stole it.
It's fine. I'm used to men stealing things from me.
Do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Actually, I had a fucking a doozy with a woman the other day.
A doozy.
A
The girl that you wrote a
doozy.
poem for?
No.
What?
She ghosted you, didn't she?
Why are you so happy about it? Why are you so...
Are you married now?
Arturo, zoom! Zoom on it!
Are you married now, or did she ghost you?
No, like, I can text her, but like, it's just not...
You can text her,
It's
but
not
will
the
she
same.
answer?
Yeah, she'll answer. Let's
not
call
the
right
same.
now. You want to call her right now? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
call her.
Let's fucking do it. Okay.
Are you gonna call her?
Yeah, I'm gonna call her right now.
This is a new
I'm gonna
segment
fucking
where we
call her right
each
Should I
other.
call my grandma?
No, call your
I
Tinder
have to call my
matches.
grandma.
Oh, I deleted her
That I
number.
love very much.
You did leave her
Yeah,
number?
because you got upset with her.
No, let me tell this.
Tell it.
Show me
What
your
are we
internet
talking
history.
about right now?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, I bought a prostitute.
Why is that surprising?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
This is like the 18th time I've heard this, and it's a different
Arturo,
story
we know what
every
you
time.
like.
But here, listen. So one day I was like, kind of, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was like a little bit under the weather, and I wanted to do drugs.
Sweet baby.
What does that mean when you're a little bit under the weather?
Then you feel
Like there's
sad.
weather, and I'm under it.
You're feeling
Do you
sad.
know?
Just kidding. It's a joke.
You know when you're depressed and you don't want to do anything?
But I never say that I'm
It's
like
because-
under the weather when
No,
I'm
it's
feeling
because
bad.
that's
when I'm
not
under,
an expression you're accustomed to using.
Do you see what
when
I'm
I'm
doing?
under the weather,
So they asked
I'm
me
like,
something,
I have
right?
like a.
They asked me something to my face, and then they started talking about it. I really want like 3 cameras on us, and then one wide. I'm gonna buy new podcast stuff
Yeah.
for our.
Can we get a tablecloth
I'd
and
be-
some succulent plants and make it look like a better set?
Yeah, I'd be down to put some money into this.
I'm just kidding. I do. Yeah.
No, I 100%.
And then
If you guys
you
want
can
to buy some
borrow,
stuff
you
for the
can
show,
borrow
let's do
my
it.
I think maybe I
podcast
need to
stuff.
start coloring.
Fucking
On Kevin's IKEA.
Start to it.
No.
Yeah, no,
You're
let's
drunk
do it,
on
let's do it,
I'll
let's
buy
do it, let's do
PAs.
it.
Draw,
You're drunk
just
on
start.
5 PAs.
And
Draw on the table! Do it!
No!
I dare you!
why does that look like that? That's supposed to be
It's
blue.
so light.
It's dead.
It's light blue.
It's light blue.
This table gets used for nothing.
Is
I
this
eat,
your
yeah.
IKEA?
I eat cereal here. Yes,
I bought-
it's worth $58.
And drinks
I
milk.
bought an IKEA
This
table
fucking
that looks like
psychopath
this, but it's a different
drinks
color last night.
a liter of milk
Just
before
don't.
pasta. Like some kind
I
of
don't
weird
care when I see
gremlin.
it tomorrow morning and you're sober.
No, I will get paints. I will get acrylics, and we can art the.
I want
This
Paints.
fucking tall of boys. This fucking tall of milk.
Painting is so much fun.
I got
Like a
strong bones now because of my
Like a
habits.
psychopath. This is gonna be wild episodes.
This is
I'm
gonna be.
The dollar.
There's either gonna be no editing or so much editing.
The thing is though, it's like, as long as the problem with the first episode when we're like a wild and crazy like this, the only issue was you guys, and I'm blaming both of you. You guys kept like being like,
You want to be here?
Oh yeah. No, we
Like,
already talked about this
fuck.
issue. You talk about this issue every week. We're good.
we're gonna
Arturo
talk about it next
is
week.
the saltiest
I can't.
bitch.
I'm salty bitch.
What are
Okay.
we talking about?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I was feeling. So whenever I'm posting or making videos,
That's
That's
okay
a
with
nipple.
It's-
It's a nipple.
How am I supposed to eat breakfast now?
It's a
I'm gonna be so distracted.
You're gonna be like, ugh.
I'm just gonna be like
Eating your
constantly
cereal.
hard. Yeah. Just cereal
I'm sorry.
hard.
I'll give another one
Oh,
that
shit.
it's
Yeah,
uneven.
make more nipples.
It's not gonna be even, so you'll be a little thrown off. So you'll be
No,
harder to get
no.
hard.
I'll just be back in reality because no two
Back to
nipples.
reality. Well, there goes gravity. Well, there goes my boner. Well,
Is that a Limp Bizkit song?
That's Eminem.
Same thing.
I'm just kidding. Delete your account. That's nice of you to say. Can you
Delete
edit
your
out
account?
me saying
No.
yeah. Do you want me to beep it or take it out?
beep it
One
and then
of-
delete your account is better to say. Wow.
Yeah, that's too loud.
You know when something is your alarm in the morning and then you
Good.
hear it during the day and
Yeah,
then you just
it's
get
like,
that
no.
weird
No,
like I
no,
gotta wake up
fucking-
now.
My alarm is an owl hooing. It's
Actually.
instead of a.
Can I tell my meth story? Oh,
Yeah.
not my meth story, my prostitute story.
Yeah.
Oh no, I said meth.
Yeah.
Because she was smoking meth.
Instead
She
of a rooster crowing, it's an owl hooing. and I love it.
You're so artistic. Wow.
It's not.
It's
It's not.
like
It's
deep.
it's
You literally.
I watched
default.
the Dave Chappelle Mark Twain Award special. Did you watch that?
I did.
I really liked how they kept on talking about how stand-up comedy is an art form.
It is.
I
How-
feel like that was definitely him. Like, if he had a choice, that's definitely what he made it about.
Yeah.
Because, like, everyone... Whenever
Mark
they're-
Twain isn't a comedy writer, though.
No.
He's
But, like,
just
whenever they had, like, a
funny.
camera on someone, they were, like, talking about how Dave Chappelle is, like, one of the most iconic comedians because
Yeah.
he is, like...
So honest and, like, his observations
in it.
are uncanny.
Yeah, but also, I don't think that necessarily the public has that opinion of him.
Oh.
Comedians have that
Yeah.
have opinion of him, but not necessarily the public.
No.
So I love how they highlighted that because I believe it.
Yeah.
100%. Like, okay, Dave Chappelle's probably one of the biggest reasons why I even think stand-up comedy is an art form.
Right?
And I also, like, just admire his ability to tell essentially anything he wants. At a certain point in his early career, he got to a level where it was just him on stage being Dave Chappelle, and I've never seen
Nice.
that. I've never seen that in stand-up comedy before. I'd always seen stand-up comedy as
Like a character.
jokes and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just like the comedian was there to entertain, and yet when Dave Chappelle was there, I was like, oh,
Even
it's
that speaks
Dave
the
Chappelle.
truths, and they're to, like, I don't know, like, he has
Not
always
even
been a
necessarily
character,
that.
but he's always, the way he, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, a lot of the things he says are always things that I've, like, thought,
Yeah.
or, like,
Yeah.
had, like, an inkling of,
Yeah.
but he says it in such a naturalistic way that it's so genuine, and you're like, wow, like,
Yeah. And then
I don't know, like, even when he was like, I'm friends with L's, I'm friends with B's, I'm friends with G's. For some reason, the T's hate me because I can't stop making jokes about them. But it's like, if you think about it, that is a funny thing to joke about. Like, you...
But he's also
Like-
speaking as a comic from a different era. Like he got crazy popular. The reason why Comedy Central gave him that $15 million contract that he declined.
fucking, what's his name? Just like 50 million.
But like the reason why he got to that level is because that's sort of like the comic that he was. He was so relatable and like funny, but like also like he has the ability to make fun of anyone and everything.
But in such a way where it's like, it's
Right.
not particularly malicious. Nothing he says is particularly malicious or hateful. He just says it in such a way that it's like undeniably fact.
He is the vessel for the joke. No, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He has this one joke about how old is 15 really. I don't know if that's the name of the joke, but that's one of the lines from the joke, and he talks about different things. He talks about how old is 15 really. He tells a story about a girl that gets kidnapped and stays in the kidnapper's home because they told her to.
Yeah.
Like they were meth heads or whatever, so they got to make moves. And like I'm butchering the joke, but he tells this really long and like intricate, tight joke about several different instances where 15 is regarded as a different age by everyone else.
My favorite joke that he's ever said is the stovetop stuffing joke. Where he's like, I do this thing, I have this method where I write punchlines first, and then I put them all in a fishbowl, and then I pull it out, and I write a joke around the punchline. I'm like, that's genius.
Mm-hmm. It's also horrendously like that he has the
Not
gall
to fucking...
but it's also like it's an absolute like just display of skill that he literally tells people that on stage and then
he shows them
and then does an example of it and it's great. Everyone loves it.
Like when he's like, and then I like literally me and Levi have stovetop stuffing at our house that we made the other night, and I was just like the whole night was like stovetop stuffing, like just like stovetop stuffing. But he just like, and then I kicked her in the pussy. Just like,
but he told people what he was going to do, and then he did it, and then they still loved it.
Like, and it was still like a complete 180. What would you expect from a joke? Like, like you were expecting a joke, but it was, and it was exactly what you could hope for. Like the last thing you would expect he would say. Yeah. Like he went in explaining to you, like, this is the punchline, this is what I'm gonna end it with. But then he builds the story in such a way where you kind of forget what the punchline is. And then all of a sudden he drops it on you again. Yeah. And it's like, that's why you're
flawless.
It's so good. Like, and I can see why people don't like him. And I can see why people...
Yeah, because they're fucking jealous.
Well, or they just don't understand. Like, there's a lot of... I think when there comes to disenfranchised people and the people who want to spread a message on a deeper, bigger issue... When that issue becomes questioned or gets put on kind of blast, like, is it as deep as you think or blah, 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 like, is it the same as what is it being made to be, if that makes sense? Is it the same issue that is what's being presented to the public? Like, I think that he just does a really good job at, like...
Not hurting everyone.
Yeah, and something they kept on saying with the award and like Sarah Silverman and like John Legend kept on saying, like, he's such a kind, genuine soul. Like, he doesn't want to hurt anybody. He just is out here making jokes. Like, and I really admire his tenacity for saying like what he thinks. I really like that.
So the prostitute story, let me finish it. For the love of God. Sasha, come back!
She's peeing.
I have to tell.
If she's going that way, she better not be peeing.
Okay, so the prostitute story. I did tell Sasha this, so it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jewel, and you can tell your story again that I've heard already.
Sick. Don't bring this GoPro with you.
Yeah, bring the GoPro with you. Yeah, just Jewel in front of it.
Yeah.
Just be cool.
Yeah, be cool. That's actually super funny. But so this is what happened, right? I felt. Because, like, whenever I'm making a video, or whenever I'm uploading a video, or whenever I'm doing anything for a video, honestly, I'm still an addict. Like, I'm in recovery, but I'm still an addict, and I still feel the overwhelming stress of, like, is this worth it? Like, I look at my money, I'm like, oh man, I have money, I have all this time off, like, I can do this. Like, I can get away with it too, right? Yeah. Like, nothing's stopping me.
Yeah, you're like, I can take a fucking day off.
Yeah.
And your day is like a 4-day coke binge, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you take a look at your circumstance and you're like, I can pull it off.
Yeah, and like, I was just thinking about that, and so I was a little bit under the weather and shit, thinking about that and stressing myself. I was like, well, maybe I can do something else. Like, and then in my head, I was like, maybe I could just buy a prostitute. Because like, I usually try to do that when I'm all coked up, but it never works out because they always say I'm too gross. But anyways, so maybe
because the main point is doing drugs that night, and the prostitutes are just there.
Yeah, and
like accoutrement.
I don't know what that means. So
it means like it's a French saying for essentially like accessories.
Yeah, exactly. They're like my little bells. Anyways, so I was like, I could buy a prostitute now and maybe be funner. Maybe it'll make me feel better because I'm a little bit lonely, yada yada. So I bought this prostitute. Her name's Amy, but like it's not a real name.
Amy? That was her prostitute name was Amy?
Yeah. And I gave her $240 to be there, right? So we get the bedding ready, and she's like on her knees, and she's like sucking my penis, and then my penis starts to like soften up in her mouth. And like it starts to soften up, and you know what that's like.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my god.
It starts to soften up in her mouth, and she's like, it's like flaccid, and she's just like sucking on my flaccid penis like a.
Sasha, get back into it. We're at the good part.
That's gonna be good. That's gonna be
good. That has happened to me.
But she's like sucking on it, like, and it starts like.
And this girl's a professional.
Why would you put it there?
I have to pee again.
It's okay.
But yeah, so
it's okay, Kevin.
She's
No, I meant your
Is
interruption.
that my battery? Sasha, you gremlin, go to the bathroom.
Anyway.
So she starts like sucking on it and like it starts to stretch, right? Because it's so flaccid, right? Yeah. So she's slamming into it. But she starts to stretch it and whatever. She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, and then in my head I'm like, "This is a coke thing. This is 100% a coke activity." That I only like this when I'm on coke.
Yeah, and you're doing this sober.
I'm not telling her that.
No.
I'm telling myself that.
But you are sober and you're doing this.
Yeah, I'm sober and I'm doing this. And I'm like, this is not right. Like, I don't like this at all. Like, you shouldn't be here. Like, I should be spending my money on something else. Like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, blah, blah. And like, I give her the money. It's like maybe 10 minutes. I give her the money and she leaves. She comes back. She's like, can I borrow your phone? My ride's not outside anymore. So she takes the phone and she's like calling someone. She takes the phone. She calls someone. She starts to cry on the phone. I'm like, that's not a good sign. I've seen that. That's not a good sign. And she starts crying before she leaves, and then I get a message saying like, hey. She leaves, 10 minutes pass, then I get a message on my phone.
Yeah.
I get a message on my phone, and it says, hey, you hit me, I'm gonna call the police. If you don't give me $300 more, I'm going to call the police and tell them you scratched my face. You're a piece of shit.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, she tried to blackmail me. So then I'm like, bro.
Oh, she messaged you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she messaged me.
I thought like her ride messaged you.
She messaged me.
Okay.
She messaged me saying that. And she was trying to blackmail. And she's like, I'll call the police. I'll call the police. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, I'll call the police. You don't think I'll call the police? And then she's like, prostitution's illegal. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. They're not coming. I know they're not coming. And then I call the police and I tell them what's up. They're like, oh yeah, that sounds like blackmail. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, and I tell them what's up. I'm like, I'm just lonely, blah blah. I have this coke problem.
Yeah. They're like, my dick doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, like.
My dick's on a sabbatical. It's okay.
And they just say like don't buy prostitutes anymore, Arturo. I'm like, okay.
Fair.
And they just leave it alone.
They actually call you Arturo?
Yeah.
Does that have like a weird feeling when a cop calls you your first name?
No.
Because cops always call me sir.
No, they call me by my first name.
They definitely always call me sir. Even if they know my first name.
But yeah, and like, it's so stupid and wild. I don't know. I don't even know what to think about it.
That's definitely a wild thing. I definitely don't think that it happens to most people.
Bro, it's like, even when I'm sober, I can't get a prostitute. It's fucking insane.
No, so obviously you need a girlfriend.
I don't think I need a girlfriend. I think I just need to realize that I have realized, but like that was the extra push I needed. That like, that life is 100% not for you. Like that life.
Only, yeah.
That's why I can't hang out at like the club I used to hang out at the same, like anymore the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's because like every time I go there it's like triggering kind of.
Sweet.
So it's like.
But also strip clubs are fun.
No, like they are fun.
Like
but
strip clubs are fun, but the particular one that we're talking about is like a little bit different.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of bad things in my life stem from.
Yeah.
That place.
And
you can't heal and get better the same place you got sick, kind of thing.
Yeah, and just like obviously now, whenever I want to do coke, and I just think about it, I think about that prostitute that like called the cops on me. Okay, maybe no.
Like maybe not.
Maybe no, because like honestly, I got that $6,000. Fuck, I don't. Okay. I got that money from EI, and it was a lot, right? And
how much was it?
It was $6,000.
Don't just rewind the tape.
Don't tell me what to do.
Wow.
I don't like when you guys tell me what to do. So yeah, and then that was my first thought. Like my first thought was like getting like a bunch of coke. Cause like it's a lot. It's a lot of fucking money.
It's always a
It's a fucking lot.
It's a fucking.
Cause I can down a lot. You guys are very slow.
We have no idea.
You guys are fucking slow, and I'm pretty disappointed.
I'm pretty drunk already.
I know. See,
that's because I stopped drinking. Kind of.
Altogether?
Well, no. Like ever since like I stopped working and like stopped being social. Really, like I just.
Drinking is definitely a social outlet for me.
And
I'm only doing it in social.
And for me, I've always kind of had like addictive tendencies. So, like alcoholism is something that like is pretty rampant in my family, and I'm pretty aware of it. So that's something I've like really made myself like kind of cautious about. Is like, you know, like, but then it's like other things that get out of hand, which I've had to like work through. But like now, as this kind of more functioning adult that I've become, drinking is like it's definitely a depressant, and as somebody who is already struggling with their mental health, and especially now that I don't feel like I have a purpose or anything, like it's harder to like get up in the mornings, and so like drinking for me, I was really worried to like take that up with their like nothing really going around. But it was definitely a stress reliever I didn't know I had.
I have something to tell you guys.
What?
This H1 died.
Okay. So did we lose all of the audio?
No, we have this camera and that camera.
Okay.
So I can fix it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Are you okay then?
What happened? Did it just run out of battery?
Yeah, it said it was full bars though.
So maybe it's time for another microphone.
Well, no. Does it get cold a lot? Because like cold fucks
or
up
overheating.
I don't know, guys.
Maybe it's time for another mic.
Yeah, but like it's fine. You got this one, I got this one, and I can fix it. It's just gonna be a bitch, but
Okay,
are you sure?
I'll do it for the team.
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do about this? If I wasn't okay with it,
because then I feel like we can film videos
Are we
on
done?
my table.
One of my favorite things. Okay.
I'm shutting these off.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
we have 2 hours.
2 hours.
We have
That's
2
like
hours.
I'm still gonna.
episodes.
Can I still tell my story?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I didn't know you were telling the story.
No, okay. So one of my favorite things when I was going to college is I knew this guy that lived on campus, like on U of A campus, even though I was going to Nate, and he hosted all these really cool like kegger parties. And one of my favorite things about his place is he had this table that was literally like an old barrel, like an old wasn't a barrel. It was a wooden spool for like electrical cable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
I've seen those before.
he made a table out of it, and we were all allowed to just draw on it.
That's really cool.
And
It's
just
like steel wheels.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I like steel wheels, is because it reminds me of that.
And
basement.
I'm pretty sure, like a couple times, like I've
So I'm
drunk at
totally
steel
okay with
wheels.
this.
Like,
Sick.
yeah, right.